and the Washington football team taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Joe Reed returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger offense ready for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon.
About the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's overall record. The Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL was the fourth rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record set by Andrew Luck in 2012. In addition, he set the single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. This young man's potential, limitless. That's why so many people wanted to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers and help open up the stadium big in 2021.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11 now. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Herbert back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On first down, Justin Herbert got his man. It's Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's on second down. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense about ready to go to work. And at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And I think by now, we know what we're going to get with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Veteran savvy, a ton of know-how, and the enthusiasm for playing and teaching the game, almost second to none. But he also has a bit of a tendency to be a loose cannon with the football. Oftentimes that works out. Sometimes it costs his team, but never a dull moment when he's on the field.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action now, Fitzpatrick. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to get he just added another notch to the old belt. Passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 30, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And they'll run here with Gibson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. Now the pressure Pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Oh, the return is Reed. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, it's 9-0. Here's 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Fitzpatrick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Reed. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
To try again after the sack. Herbert, his throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. To throw, Fitzpatrick.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And that is incomplete. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 16, Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Fitzpatrick.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And Fitzpatrick's throw there complete to Sims.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fitzpatrick now.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, Eckler. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack on first down, Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fitzpatrick. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A handoff, it's Eckler, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught by Allen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive, give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. 48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fitzpatrick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he returns this to the 22. Look at Washington as they come onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On the give, this is Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 43 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Broken tackle.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Kelly is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Herbert now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley now for the Chargers field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Fitzpatrick. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points in the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So, for the Chargers, they get the victory in the debut of Brandon Staley as head